It's night and day from where we were to where it is now, and not only that, we've used modern technology to bring an old building back up with keeping some of the essence of what it really was beforehand.
The building has a rich history. It was once used in the 17th century as a police and fire station. By the time we got involved though, the building had become cold, wet, damp and completely uninhabitable.
So 59 Colebrook Street was one of our original stock. The house is going to be given to Ukrainian nationals. The property before the renovation was cold, damp, a leaking water tank in the second floor that had created damp and some rotten timbers, especially on the outside external wall. The renovation itself was to create somewhere nice for the people to move into.
Being a listed building, we couldn't just rip things out. The structure was unstable, with problems like failed steel beams, rotten windows and completely damp walls. The old boiler and radiators were so inefficient that heating the place was nearly impossible. Winchester Council wanted to turn it into a home for Ukrainian women. So we had to bring it back to life and figure out how to make it more energy efficient. We started by securing the structure, installing new steel beams and reinforcing the walls. Insulation was a big priority, so we installed it to the loft, ceiling, floor and walls to help retain the heat. The old wooden rotting windows were replaced with high-performance triple glazing. We upgraded the new heating system with the new boiler, radiators and water tank. Ventilation was also essential, so we installed extractor fans and trickle vents to keep the air fresh and to prevent any moisture build-up.
We did qualify for a grant for this project. The national grant from central government covered about 65% of the costs of the renovation for the interior and exterior of the property. So this property probably wouldn't have been able to be completed without the grant. Without the grant, we'd have probably had to pick a smaller property and slightly further outside the city centre. So the warmth and the dryness of the property, again, has been a massive improvement. We now managed to keep the warmth inside the building, where we were losing massive amounts due to drafts, ill-fitting windows, poor door quality. Cost of the energy bills going forward and just the day-to-day costs of maintaining the property are going to be massively reduced.
The transformation is pretty remarkable. The house is now warm, dry and energy efficient. Thanks to the improved insulation and glazing, there's less heat loss, which cuts down on energy use, bills and carbon. But most importantly, it's no longer just a building, it's become a safe, comfortable home for people who really need it.
SCIS overall have been fantastic from start to finish. Aaron, the site manager, has been easy to communicate with and put everything together in a package which has been easy for other people with outside the construction industry to understand. Their day-to-day workings have been very easy to get on with. Trust in giving them information and that information being passed on to the relevant parties on site to be taken care of. All well organised, well orchestrated, and as a general, just have been a pleasure to work with. Recommendations going forward for the company, and as a company, we'd like to bring you guys back in and see if we can do this again elsewhere in Winchester.